Alright, what's up, yins guys? Time for another video. And because I've seen a lot of YouTube videos talking about this stuff, I've really been meaning to getting around to make a video about this stuff. Uh, Alright, yeah, there are a lot of assholes who live stream their giving up of money and of buying and giving people things to say, look at me. I'm trying to make myself look so good when I'm actually a total asshole. But there is, in one case, it's okay to give out money in front of a camera posted online or do it in front of a security camera. There's a good thing. If you do it the right way, you're locking the barn door before the horse is stolen. And it can be, I argue that it's a good thing and a beneficial thing if it's done the right way with the right intentions. Anyway, there's like YouTube videos like about these assholes who make sure they have their cells on camera. They got their camera phone out when, okay, they don't really have good intentions per se. They want to do, they're assholes that do shit for clicks and views and clout, if you will. And anyway, I've seen a couple of my favorite YouTubers that like to make fun of this shit. Dudes and chicks of different walks of life, if you will, that were like social media influencers. And some of them went downhill with their social media influencerness by fucking up big time. But anyway, okay, I think just the very subject of this stuff, you can see I'm almost trying not to laugh because anyway, you got assholes like they have a camera phone out, right? One example, one chick that was shown on one of my favorite YouTubers was called Be Amazed, and he talks about a variety of stuff, funny stuff, you know, everything from the Darwin Awards people that got themselves killed doing stupid shit. Like, I love those videos, but that's not what this is about. Anyway, him and other YouTubers have done videos on these idiots who, it's like a one chick, has their camera phone out to make sure it's live streamed, go into some person in a checkout line in a grocery store. I want to pay for your groceries. It doesn't look charitable or with good intentions when you got your camera phone out. I don't know. I can name a bunch of YouTubers that I see the face on. See, bad names of them that did YouTube videos like this. A whole bunch of people. In fact, there was this one. Yeah, like I was giving somebody's little girl, a kid, a really expensive smartphone on a gift, and was live streaming it too to make sure all his friends say, "Oh, look at me," right? And then when turned the live stream off, somebody recorded them. It caught him in the act of right after the live stream was over, trying to take the phone back. I mean, yeah, a couple of YouTubers talk about. Yeah, I'm trying not to laugh when I talk about this shit. Um, yeah. Anyway, when you do it on a live stream or do it with a smartphone, it does look condescending and you look like you're trying to berate people. And a matter of fact, if you got this far in this video, the preacher will say, you know, don't give like you're showing off or whatever. But yet, a lot of people inside a church, they do just that. They make sure everybody sees. But okay, but I'm also gonna tell you in this video, yeah, even though I'll bash the self-righteous condescending preachers and even people that are not in religion, the social media influencers, how I'll bash them, right? But I'm also made this video to say, if to be fair, maybe you're a person with good intentions who goes to church, or maybe you're a person that don't go to church and is involved in something. I'm going to tell you why this is good. Is you can do certain things and in front of people, right? And in some cases, may be recorded under certain circumstances. Uh, Not for social media influencers. For example, like say if you're involved in something and maybe you have social and political enemies, people who are jealous of you. But okay, this is only if you're not a social media influencer, okay? Uh, because there are people out there that are. It's all in how you do it and why. I mean, it's how it's done is also determined if you're an asshole or not and why this is wrong. And I would make my argument really like, for example, I'd put myself in a particular category, all right? For example, like I got into a particular charity, right? And there were times like in the winter, less work anyway, where okay, I really liked doing it. You know, I liked seeing the people go by and watch during the holidays. Like the late George Carlin said, the national pastime, you know, not baseball, it's buying things. You want to see what people are buying, and some of us can stand the cold more than others. But I had new ideas. I actually literally liked, because I had new ideas. I liked doing this so much where I'd go ahead and just during the winter, hey, there's a lot of people that made more money than me in construction. Different things did just that. You know, collect whatever they could from the state or whatever they could during the winter time and do everything in the summer. Where I found it, I actually did that, collected whatever I could from the state just and for the winter, just so I can volunteer and do this. You know, I was like really into it, right? Okay, and then you get some people that are in it just for the little bit, for whatever pay you get, and they act like they're entitled to pay, and they act like they're entitled to money gifts from the passersby. And then a lot of people, I also, by the way, took note that talking to people, some people hate the bell, even though it's a tradition, hate the bell with a passion, and they actually feel like pummeling you, and I had new ideas. Well, anyway, if you get people that are there and all they do is, if you don't like, you know, you tell some of the people, if you don't like it or whatever, and why do you even do it? I mean, act like they're entitled to more pay, like it's a union job or something. And to make a long story short, I got financially better and then started even when I wasn't as financially good, putting money in and then doing shit for free led to me doing it for totally for free because my income and circumstances have changed for the better. But anyway, okay, you get people that all they do is bitch, and they want like all kind of breaks. They think that they're entitled to try to hustle for money gifts from the people, you know. I mean, you're working for a charity. It's supposed to be volunteer work for the poor. But anyway, all right, sometimes you get people that, hey, they like the way you do things, and people generally like how you do things, and you get good reports, right? And then there'll be people jealous of you. But here's where I'm leading to. All right, to make a long story short, my reasons for this, just cutting to the chase here. Me being involved in this, I'm smarter than the average Joe, right? I understand, hey, you got security cameras all over the place when you're in front of stores and everything else doing this, right? I have a tendency to look up and wave to them, right? And also you got people that you don't know who's carrying a camera phone. And I'll also throw in there in parentheses too, people will try to give you money gifts. A lot of people think they're entitled to. But yeah, you also got people that are self-proclaimed, you don't want to say journalists, but they bring up the social media cloud again. You should not, in my opinion, you should not watch who you try to accept money from. Say, no, because even though they don't have a smartphone in front of you, you got the store cameras up there, they see things different. It could be, anyway, it can be my own mother, sister, aunt, or uncle giving me money for lunch, but if they see security cameras, see it, they can say, oh, look, he's stealing, put it all over the internet. Or not only that, the people offering you money, putting it up to your nose, they can have hidden cameras right on them. Hey, you can get those real cheap, right? Or somebody standing maybe over here ready to pull out a smartphone, ready to record the whole thing, acting like they're giving you a money gift. Oh, you deserve it, all of this stuff. And then, they want to record you so that they can get clout, like they're catching somebody stealing, trying to, and then that's why you should say no. And actually, and I find it in certain cases, the way some people, not to hurt their feelings, can look pretty condescending trying to offer you money, right? So anyway, you got people could be undercover, want to see if you're stealing or doing things. And my thing about this is, anyway, it's like the song from Judas Priest, even before Rob Halford came out as gay, he still had the most prolific song, the Hellion Electric Eye. Look up the lyrics. Which means that, camera eye, whether it's from space, it's everywhere. People can see everything. Security cameras can see if you have a dime in your hand, what date the dime is on your hand. And watch what things look like, and, don't trust people. And you can have people not just undercover trying to get you in trouble for any other reasons. It could be somebody sent by people jealous of you. It could be somebody jealous of you trying to offer you money as like a trap to defame you. And then on top of that, I had the people that, that quit or whatever, or got fired for different reasons later on. They're jealous of you, right? I'm one of them people, I don't want to call it paranoid, but put it this way. All right, you got people who, cameras, they can see you. It's not being paranoid, trust me. I regard it as a lesser evil, maybe right in front of a camera and a security, and do it online once for certain reasons, because you know why? When you're involved in something like this, and if you even get remotely anything that looks like stealing, it can destroy your chance of ever getting a job anywhere, right? And then you will be disgraced in front of your friends and your peers, and that's serious. So my thing is, if you want to do anything in front of a camera or post it online, I tell you it's okay as long as you do it the right way, with the intentions of, you don't care about media clout and about look at me. It's more in the lines of, you don't know, you might have jealous haters out there. Cameras are everywhere, and you do gotta watch, like, say, if my own brother or aunt or uncle or somebody who gives money like that, they really should put it in an envelope, or else maybe just buy you lunch and bring it to you, because sometimes the taking of money, whether it's in security cameras, they're watching that. So I used to it was something that I always wanted to do personally. Take some cash, wave right to a security camera. Yep, I know you're there, you know what I mean? But anyway, if you're involved in something, it's something that you can add to your resume, and it adds to your reputation. It can make you friends. But in my book, anything that looks remotely like you're stealing, or like I said, people could be trying to defame you because they're jealous, they're setting traps for you. Either way, you can get disgraced, maybe even get charges filed against you, like evidence, even just because of what something looks like. So in my book, The Lesser Evil, to protect yourself from things like that, there is nothing wrong with doing something online in front of people if you make it clear enough that you're worried about it being being a lesser evil than what you could, you know, I mean, like I said too, it's nothing to play around with. I mean, uh, as opposed to people that want to do such shit on a camera, walk up to somebody and buy their groceries as social media clout, or act, hey, look at me, I'm giving. I'm more in a sense like you're being trusted by the public and by your friends, your peers. You're making friends out there. You should. It helps you in a resume. Say if you're temporarily out of work, hey, it's like a job you're making. They are paying you a little bit, right? But yeah, you give a little bit of it up. But yeah, with me, it led to an upgrade. I got a better income, and the way I make my money now, it's like I got the time that I can go out there totally for free, and you know, be a donator on top of that. So, but like in the beginning, you know, if you ever did that, if you were temporarily out of work, say maybe for the winter time, it's a good way to enhance your resume. And you may actually want to, even if it's a couple of dollars, go look right at the security camera. Say if you're at a Walmart, put that in there. And yeah, people walking up and acting like, you know, they want to give you money, and it could be in a condescending way, or you don't want to hurt their feelings. You're really supposed to say no. You know, people want to give you food, coffee, different things like that. It's okay. But like I said, one, there's undercover people that want to make sure you're not crooked. And another thing, you got your covert undercover haters. And three, you got covert undercover wannabe journalists who want to get clout by, in one case, they don't know if you're crooked or not, want to egg you on and, you know, prod you into, hey, hand you some kind of money, and they got somebody hiding with a camera phone, or you got the cameras now that are disguised as jewelry, you know, or like disguised as a pin on your coat. So anyway, I can't say that enough, that yeah, it shouldn't be about social media clout. If you do that, shame on you. But in one case, it definitely is. There's nothing wrong with it if you're doing it with the intention of locking the barn door before a horse is stolen. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to mess with, if you do any work for anything like that that's involves public trust, you don't want to play with that shit. And yes, putting money out on camera and they posting it online once in a while is a protection to yourself, as opposed, like I said, I can't say that enough, being disgraced in the eyes of your friends, on all the potential friends you make. That is a serious thing. So in that case, and under those circumstances, there's nothing wrong with maybe doing a live stream of your own once in a while. Even if it's not in a live stream, go out there and look right at that security camera. I mean, yeah, it's like, it's like I said, I grew up with to end this video, I'll remind you again, I grew up with a song from Judas Priest, you know, Rob Halford, you know, the electric eye in the sky, up there in space, looking down on you. Yeah, my lasers trace everything you do. You think you private lies, think nothing of the kind. There is no true escape, I'm watching all the time. I'm universal, my circuits gleam. I am perpetual, I keep the country clean. I'm elected electric spy. I'm protective, electric eye. Always in focus, you don't feel my stare. I zoom into you, but you don't know I'm there. I take pride in probing all your secret moves, and take pictures I can prove. You know what I mean? It's a serious thing. You know what I mean? You people with common sense should know it's out there, and I regard it as going beyond the call. Look at it that way. You know what I mean?